Now we're gonna make the tamarind sweet chutney, and I've got the recipe for that. Okay, and that chutney is made with dates for sweetness and then tamarind paste to make it sour. And we tend to like a little bit more sour. Through the years we keep adding more tamarind paste, and you can add honey a little bit too. I think sometimes they do that in the restaurants, but this is our recipe here. We're going to start with 2 cups of dates they're pitted dates, and they actually have been soaking in, I put like hot water in there. I just heat up in the microwave about 1.5 cups of water, and let them soak for about 30 minutes. So I'll show you what that looks like. Whoops. So that's what that looks like. See if I can tip it a little. Okay. All right, so that, and what I do is I pretty much use most of that water in there. So that way it's all got the flavor already from the dates in the water. And you kind of need most of it. I might kind of save some of it out just to make sure if I need to add more later. I think I'm just gonna add all of it. It'll be a nice consistency then, okay? All right, and then we're gonna add the tamarind paste. Okay, and this is the tamarind paste. It looks like this from the market. Okay, make sure I got that. And there's different brands. Sometimes they come in a jar. Sometimes it looks a little bit more like apple butter. Sometimes it looks a little bit, this is just very syrupy. So like thick syrup. So that's what that looks like. And I'm putting in a couple tablespoons of that. And this is the sour, which makes it really good. Okay. All right. Then we're going to add in some spice. It's a pretty simple recipe. It has red chili powder, coriander powder, and cumin powder. That's the best I can assess from just tasting it. So we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. So it actually takes less cumin powder than coriander powder. A lot of recipes seem to use more cumin than coriander, but this one I feel like there's more coriander powder. And that coriander powder is coming from the seeds from the cilantro plant. Okay, and then we're going to use about, let's see here, that was the cumin powder. Maybe a couple of teaspoons of the coriander, maybe a teaspoon and a half. All right, and then red chili powder, add to your taste, but I'm going to put in about a teaspoon. But it just depends on how hot you like it, okay? All right, and then a pinch of salt. So let's do like a pinch just to bring out the, if you need to add a little bit more, you can add more. All right, we'll use our little lid here. And we're gonna start it on low, get it pulled up, pulse it. Now sometimes when you get these pitted dates, they will once in a while have a pit in there. So if you get to hearing something going on like a pit, just stop it and you gotta fish it out. But it till it's nice and smooth. So it'll look like this. I'll take it out on a spoon so you can see the consistency of it. All right, that's what it looks like when it's all done. All right, let's see what it tastes like. Just right, tastes just right. So you can, like I said, you can make it a little thinner. It does take, it seems like the water's gonna be too much, but I guess there's some thickening in the dates and stuff, and it just gets thicker as it sits there. So this is on the more on the thick side. Again, for bhel, safe puri and all that, you might want it to be a little bit on the thicker side so it doesn't get your all your mixings all too wet. So, all right, that's the tamarind chutney.